Respected IMA leaders, my dear friends in JDN and MSN, please bear with us for the delay. Madam Governor is very busy today. As informed to us earlier, she is having a very tight schedule. That's why our program got reduced to 45 minutes from 1 hour program. In spite of that, Madam was.
Madam is joining in 1 minute.
Yeah, okay. Very nice. Good news. We have
I think
all
we
the
should be
leaders
ready
with us
the
now.
program.
Great news is coming. And we have almost 250 delegates joined to how much? 290 delegates joined so far.
Yes, sir.
The Honourable Governor Madam is joining in 1 minute.
Okay,
we are ready,
okay.
sir. We are ready, sir. Yes, sir.
For your information, my dear friends, once Madam joins, we begin the meeting with the national anthem. So I request all of you to kindly rise for the national anthem, followed by IMA prayer and flag salutation will be read. At the end also, national anthem will be played after the vote of thanks. With that, the meeting will end.
I think once Madam has joined, then we'll go ahead with the program.
I will invite Santoshni.
Good evening, sir. Honourable Governor of Telangana, Lieutenant Governor Pondicherry has joined, sir.
Yes, sir.
Madam, welcome, madam.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining, madam.
Welcome, madam. Welcome, madam.
Welcome, madam.
So we'll start, sir.
Madam, welcome, madam. Shall we begin, madam?
Yeah, you can.
I request medical student Santoshini to begin the meeting.
A very good evening to everyone. On behalf of the Indian Medical Association, Junior Doctors Network and Medical Students Network Tamil Nadu, I, Santoshni Srinivasan, extend my warm greetings to one and all present here. To start with the program, we now request you all to raise the national anthem. Ravi, national anthem, please.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you, everyone. Kindly be seated. I now request our diligent Dr. Manikandan Mohandas, sir, the Joint Secretary of Indian Medical Association, Junior Doctors Network, to invoke the blessings of the Almighty in the form of the prayer, followed by the flag salutation. Manikandan Mohandas, sir.
IMA prayer, live to serve. May everybody be happy. May everybody be healthy. May everybody be free from pain. May everybody be free from sorrow. May we be the healing cure beyond every greed and lure. IMA flag salutation. We, the members of Indian Medical Association, stand here to salute our national flag. Its honor and glory shall be our light and strength, and its course shall be our course. We pledge our allegiance to it and realizing our responsibilities as the accredited members of this national organization. is where we will dedicate everything in our power to see it fly high in the Committee of Nations. Jai Hind, long live IMA.
Thank you so much, sir. Behind all your stories is your mother's story, because hers is where yours begins. By Mitch Album, a mother is an embodiment of love, patience, sacrifice, and everything who is to be celebrated. It is important that we ensure a safe motherhood for the welfare of the family and the development of the nation. On this regard, the Indian Medical Association is observing July 1 to July 7 as the Safe Motherhood Week this year. On this eve, the IMA-MSN and JD in Tamil Nadu is privileged to have our Honourable Chief Guest, Her Excellency Dr. Tamilsai Soundararajan, the Governor of Telangana, Lieutenant Governor of the Puducherry, to grace this occasion. We now request our exuberant and magnificent Dr. C.N. Raja, sir, the National Vice President of the Indian Medical Association, to welcome the gathering. Sir.
Thank you very much, and a very good evening to everyone. I have a great pleasure and pride in welcoming our chief guest, Dr. Srimati Tamilsai Soundararajan, Honourable Governor of Telangana, Honourable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, who is going to give the chief guest address on the importance of maternal health and child care. Being a medical doctor herself, she is going to address the medical students, junior doctors, and also have the interaction with them. The important subject of reducing maternal mortality and infant mortality by way of conducting such program on the advice of the National President, Professor J. Jayalal, the IMA Medical Students Network, IMA Junior Doctors Network, and IMA Tamil Nadu is organizing this wonderful and memorable virtual meeting this evening. So I have the immense pleasure once again welcoming our chief guest. Nearly more than 1,000 doctors and students have already registered for this virtual meeting. And I have great pleasure in welcoming our National President, Professor J. Jayalal, who is working very hard for this improvement of the citizens' health of this country, also the taking care of the doctors' community at large. And because on his advice, we have the Safe Motherhood for 1 week on the eve of our National Doctors' Day celebration. Welcome you, sir. And also I welcome our Honorary Secretary General, Dr. J.C. Lele, who is working hand in hand with our National President. And I have immense pleasure in welcoming our own State President, Dr. Ramakrishnan, who is going to introduce our chief guest. I also welcome our Honorary Secretary, Dr. Ravi Kumar, President-elect, Dr. Palanisamy, and the moderator, Miss Santoshini, and the person who is very keen on organizing this function, and also with the help of the chairperson of Junior Doctors Network and the Medical Students Network, Dr. K. M. Abul Hasan. I welcome you. And also I welcome our past presidents, all the participants, doctors, and other public people who is going to listen this wonderful evening meeting virtually by the YouTube. So once again, I welcome you all, and I hope today's deliberation will be very useful in the long run. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We now request our ebullient, eminent, and energetic leader, Dr. J. A. Jayalal, sir, the National President of the Indian Medical Association, who has been the cause and initiated the celebration of the Safe Motherhood Week, to deliver the inaugural address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, beloved and respected and honored Her Excellency, our Governor of Telangana, distinguished Secretary General of Indian Medical Association, Dr. J. Srile, the President of IMA Tamil Nadu, Dr. Ramakrishnan, the National Vice President-elect, Dr. C.N. Raja, the MSN Chairman, Dr. Abul Hasan, and the Secretary, Dr. Ravi Kumar, the Treasurer, India, and other distinguished leaders. I'm extremely delighted and happy to be with you at this moment. It is a very privileged day for me. Hailing from Kanyakumari district, I am so happy to another person of excellence hailing from Kanyakumari today being in the chair of the Telangana as well as the Puducherry, and today being available for the national the program on the safe motherhood. Indian Medical Association being a largest professional body with 3.5 lakh doctors, we not only care for the professional development of the doctors, but we are also concerned about the society, the community in which we are living. That is one of the very strong phase of the social responsibility of the Indian Medical Association. We work a lot in the TB, eradication of the TB program. We work a lot in the neonatal well-being development program. And this year we are focusing on the safe motherhood. What we believe, the maternal mortality, though we are much progress with a dedicated service of the doctors across the country. Now we are having around 130 to 140 per 100,000 people death. But in comparing with the Western world, when in comparing with the developed countries where it is just 25 to 30, we can do much more on this field. Anemia being one of the main reasons, and hospitalization, hospital delivery, enhancing hospital delivery is another reason. So what we thought as a doctor fraternity across the country, when we have such a long, vast majority of the women doctors with us, we thought that we need to intervene in the society and promote this safe motherhood, so that we are designating 1 week as a safe motherhood week on the eve of started on the National Doctors Day, which was honored and which was appreciated by our beloved and respected Honourable Prime Minister Ji himself. And we are now going ahead with this, propagating this safe motherhood issue across the country. And as a continuation of this, and today the Medical Students Network, Dr. Raja, Dr. Abul Hassan, and other distinguished leaders are bringing our Honourable Excellency, the Governor, to interact with the students, interact with the doctors, to invoke them to work more for the country. And that is a phenomenal event. I salute all the organizers for organizing this, and thank the Governor, Excellency, for her interaction he has assured. Madam, we assure you, Indian Medical Association will be there with the Government of India, with our Honourable Prime Minister Ji, in his vision of making our India one of the topmost healthy country. And we are working on that path, and we are in his vision, in his motto, we are working hard. And we once again thank you for your time you are going to spend with us. I'm sure this is going to be a much valuable time, because a person of your caliber, when you are interacting with the students, I'm sure that will have a lot of impact in their mind and heart, and they will be able to do much more for the society. That is what we are literally intending doing. One of the projects which we are now launching is screening 1 million people for anemia. This project which we are doing. Another very auspicious project that the Indian Medical Association is taking is a 1 million free vaccination to the rural and tribal area people. That is also the Government of India and the Ministry is cooperating with us. And we thank you for once again your presence and for being with us. And on behalf of the National IMA headquarters, I extend our greetings and extend our solidarity with the Government of India. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We now request a vibrant and splendid Dr. P. Ramakrishnan, sir, the Tamil Nadu State Branch President of Indian Medical Association, to introduce our Honourable Chief Guest for the day. Over to you, sir.
Respected Dr. Srimati Tamilsai Soundararajan, Honourable Governor of Telangana, Honourable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, respected Dr. Jayalal, National President, Dr. Jayesh Neely, HSG, Dr. C.N. Raja, National Vice President, Dr. Abul Hassan, Dr. Ravi Kumar, Dr. Pallisamy, junior doctors and medical students, other office bearers, and my dear friends. Good evening, one and all. I take great privilege in introducing our chief guest and speaker, Honourable Governor of Telangana and Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Dr. Srimati Tamilsai Soundararajan. Born in a freedom fighter family, hailing from Kanyakumari, a woman of high virtues and simplicity, pursued her career in medicine and pioneered in fetal care. Her fetal reports were dot on the target, and we really miss those reports now. But we are happy, madam, that your horizons have expanded from medical fraternity to a national builder. You have been a child par excellence and a caring mother. You would have had no better person than you to interact with our medical students and junior doctors on maternal health and childcare. Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir. We now take immense pleasure and request our Tennatin Velunachia, Dr. Tamilsai Soundararajan ma, to share her views and enlighten us on the importance of maternal and child health care. Over to you, ma'am.
IMA and Dr. Jayalal, National President, Dr. P. Ramakrishnan, President, Tamil Nadu Branch, State Branch, and Dr. Abdul Hassan, Chairman, IMA, and distinguished guests and speakers, eminent doctors attending the interactive session, media friends and other participants. I wish you all a very special good evening. I'm really glad to be a part of this event today. I extend you all a very happy, healthy Doctor's Day belated wishes. I am delighted to be a part of this event to discuss the safe motherhood and childhood. It is unfortunate that India tops the category of maternal mortality rate. It is unfortunate that more number of deaths related to maternal mortality are witnessed in India than any other country. This is not a record to be cherished. We must all strive to bring down the maternal mortality rate in our country. In fact, in between, WHO lauded our country so that we brought the maternal mortality rate in between. But the picture totally turned during the pandemic. The institutional care and the institutional deliveries dramatically reduced the percentage of maternal mortality. Studies indicate that COVID-19 pandemic conditions have brought down the number of institutional deliveries. The challenging times of COVID have also escalated the number of maternal deaths in our country and in many other countries. The disruption of medical services is the main reason. It is very unfortunate that many hospitals did not accept the deliveries during the lockdown period. This has forced the pregnant women in labor pains run from hospital to hospital. In such a tragic incident, a pregnant woman was denied admission in hospitals, suspecting that she was suffering from COVID. And unfortunately, she succumbed. No person should be denied of medical help, especially the pregnant women should not be denied of medical help or admission. It is very sad to hear such cases of apathy on the part of the hospitals to simply deny admission to the pregnant women on the pretext of COVID. That was really inhuman. In order to avoid such incidents, the central government has approved the vaccination for pregnant women. The safe motherhood is linked to offering care and attention during pregnancy, during the delivery, and during the postnatal care. Even before the pregnancy, if we are able to ensure that all-round health of the potential pregnant women, it will reduce the maternal and infant mortality rate. Though we have a long way to go, I am happy to share that India has made significant progress in reducing the number of maternal mortality deaths. The country is firmly on its course to reduce the number of deaths as per Millennium Sustainable Development Goals. The Millennium Sustainable Development Goals gives us a target to restrict the MMR by 90 deaths by 1 lakh live births. It was horrible to quote some figures that in early 90s, every year, more than 1 lakh women used to die due to complications related to pregnancy and childbirth in our country. Our MMR was shocking, 385 deaths per 1 lakh live births in early 90s. The rate was brought down significantly. Now, we are firmly on the path to reduce the MMR further. Massive investments in healthcare infrastructure under the National Rural Health Mission, Pradhan Mantri Ayushman Bharat, have all helped to reduce the MMR. However, the pandemic has once again resulted in the increase in the MMR in our country and in many other countries across the globe. It is our duty to promote institutional deliveries, pre-pregnancy, during the pregnancy, and during the delivery and postnatal care to achieve the lowest MMR. Awareness on key issues like balanced diet, sufficient iron intake, nutritional status, vaccination during pregnancy, access to medical services are all vital in reducing the MMR. Despite the fact that it is the right of every woman to take good quality nutrition, proper healthcare services during and after pregnancy and childbirth, it is unfortunate that we are still losing so many precious lives. It is shocking to note that according to the World Health Organization, approximately 830 women die every day from preventable causes related to pregnancy and childbirth. The WHO finds that 50 to 98% of maternal deaths are caused by direct obstetric causes like hemorrhage, infection, hypertensive disorder, ruptured uterus, hepatitis, and anemia, etc. It is vital that they get skilled care before, during, and after the pregnancy and childbirth. It is important to understand the role of nutrition to ensure safe pregnancy and motherhood. Regular checkup and institutional care are vital. I am very happy to note that initiatives like KCR Kit in Telangana are providing highly successful in increasing the institutional deliveries in Telangana. Previously, before our Honourable Prime Minister became the Prime Minister, he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat. He introduced the scheme of Sanjeevani scheme for pregnant women, which initiated the and it reduced the maternal mortality rate, particularly in Gujarat. I want to remind this scheme, which was the forerunner of many institutional deliveries in this country. We all must remember that motherhood is the greatest thing and the hardest thing. We must reduce the risk with proper care. India is witnessing the death around 40,000 women every year due to the pregnancy and child-related issues. This is a huge number. We must reduce this number with proper care and support. Awareness is the key. Support of the family and society are the need of the hour to save many precious lives. I hope the events like these on the occasion of Safe Motherhood Week are essential to promote awareness and save lives. I appreciate all your efforts in conducting events like this. I wish you all great success in all your future endeavors in promoting awareness and saving lives. Motherhood shapes our future. We all have the power to make it safe. Jai Hind, Jai Telangana.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your motivating words and making us know and understand what is maternal and child health care and its importance. Ma'am, we now have some questions from the medical students of Tamil Nadu, ma'am. Can we ask them, ma'am? Okay.
Yeah, you can proceed. You can go ahead.
Ma'am, the first question is from Aarti. Ma'am, her question is, how does maternal health and child care help in the healthier growth of the mother and the baby during pregnancy? And how important is maternal health and child care in the development of the nation?
First of all, I appreciate the question from Aarti, Tamil Nadu, and as a daughter of Tamil Nadu, I should be very thankful to you all in participating in this great event. And I appreciate her question because the maternal mortality, it's our tradition. Actually, celebrating the motherhood is our tradition. I always admire our tradition interlinked with the medical procedures. For example, they celebrate the Valikapu function, which is traditionally celebrated in our country, that it gives a psychological boost to the patient. That psychological well-being and physical well-being is very important to maintain a good maternal health during the pregnancy, apart from the nutrition and the medical care. So the psychological well-being should be there. So it is a custom to celebrate the motherhood in our country. So we celebrate the motherhood. Another thing, it's said in the villages, during the Valikapu program, the pregnant women should come to the program, and even the mothers who had recently delivered should bring the children to the program. so that it indicates the mother who is undergoing the program to highlight that the motherhood is safe. There are women who have safely delivered and they are coming to this program with their children in the hands. So this is, I always admire how a tradition has interlinked the medical program, medical procedures with the tradition. So this I want to actually narrate this because our tradition is interlinked with the good motherhood. And apart from that, as a medical doctor, I should say, as I said in my presentation, that a good nutrition, a good medical care, and prediction of the risk factors during the pregnancy, and a good follow-up, all these helps in safe motherhood, particularly in reducing the maternal mortality rate. And apart from that, I want to say that, as I said, some of the state governments as well as the central government has come out with good schemes, which improves which encourages the institutional deliveries. Because the institutional deliveries, the complications can be picked up, and the mother and the child can be saved even during complications. So we have to encourage the institutional deliveries, and with all the support from the society, from the family, from the medical fraternity, safe motherhood can happen.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is from Kirtana. The question is, nowadays, the awareness about the importance of yoga in our country is widely spread by the government of India, which has motivated people to inculcate the practice of yoga in their daily routine. Can a pregnant woman do yoga? What is the role and importance of yoga in delivering a healthy baby and, if possible, a normal delivery?
It's a very good question, because I should actually thank our Honourable Prime Minister, because the June 21st is celebrated as Yoga Day, which is the national art taken to the international horizon, so that each and everyone is benefited. It is the art of India, and the yoga particularly supports our physical as well as the mental well-being. And these some of the yogas, the pregnant women cannot practice all types of yogas, but there are some types of yogas which can be practiced by the pregnant women, and which facilitates the normal delivery, and which facilitates the growth of the child as well as the physical well-being of the mother. With traditional yoga teachers, and with scientifically, we can approach the medical as well as the yoga teachers, so that that both of them expertise interlinked, so that a good yoga practice can be practiced by the pregnant women. And apart from that, I should say, yoga is not only for physical well-being, it is for mental well-being too. So during pregnancy, mental well-being is also very important. And yoga is not only important during pregnancy, yoga is very important in the postpartum state, so that to regain the physique of the pregnant women, and to maintain the actual beauty of the pregnant women, and the well-being of the pregnant women, and the function, to improve her functions, particularly in the breastfeeding and even the involution of the uterus. So many things are facilitated by the yoga. So yoga practice, but with good instructor, scientifically taught during the pregnancy. Please be careful. Don't see the YouTube. Don't just see the internet and practice yoga yourself. Have a good instructor, scientifically follow it. That is the caution which I want to make.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is from Vijay Varshini. The question is, in these prevalent conditions of COVID-19 pandemic, what advice would you like to give for the pregnant women and new mothers, ma'am?
The first advice is be calm. Don't get panic. Because I have seen in this situation, the panic situation, when they become pregnant, they become panic. They think that the whole hospital situation is with infection, then how I could go for regular checkups. So they avoid regular checkups. Please don't avoid regular checkups, because the hospitals are safe for the pregnant women and they are sanitized, and the doctors also very cautious about this. One thing. Second thing, you also follow all the precautions, COVID precautions. Wear your mask, wash your hands, keep distancing. Third important point is take adequate nutritious food material, and take foods which will boost your immunology, and take more vegetables, more fruits, dry fruits, nutritionist food, milk. So have a very good diet plan so that this COVID doesn't affect you and your child. And take the immunization, vaccination. Now the central government has come out with, because previously there was a dilemma whether the pregnant women can be vaccinated or not. But now the central government has come out with clear indication that pregnant women can be vaccinated. So with the advice of your obstetrician, following your advice of your obstetrician, please get vaccinated and be cautious. And during COVID, avoid outing and taking food outside, and be in the home. And during your outing also, please be very cautious, follow all COVID appropriate behavior. So with caution, with cautious behavior, you can definitely have a very good pregnant period, right? And you can have a very good delivery, normal delivery or cesarean. That is not in our hands. The doctors will take care of that, but a good pregnant period you can follow. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is from Harini. Her question is, in your life, you're being a lovable mother, a perfect better half, and an exuberant leader. How do you maintain the balance between your personal and professional life, ma'am? And how do you have me time? How important is it to have a good mental health, ma'am?
It's a balance. Particularly, I always don't forget that I'm a mother. When I am leader, I am a leader. But in the house, I am a mother. Where outside, I am a leader. So I don't intermingle each thing, because I won't act as a leader when I am in the house, and I won't be timid when I am outside. I'll be a very courageous leader outside, but inside I'll be a very courteous mother also. So balancing is very important, and the mindset is very important. And I should have the mindset of balancing both. And when I am in the house, I take care of the children, and I cannot say that I am too motherly, because I have but the way I take my children, my son was actually brought out by my mother. He is brought out by grandmother, and my second daughter is brought up by me. And now both of them are very good children, very disciplined children, and they are highly educated, and they are also doctors. And the way we approach them is very important. We have to spend some time. Actually, I should say, when my son was growing in Chennai with my mother and father, I used to come to Chennai every weekend. And when my daughter was studying, even though I was a very busy obstetrician at that time and became a politician at that time, I made a point so that I should go and receive her during after her evening bell, so that I take her in the car. During that time, I interact with her. So spending what are the little time which you can spend as a busy person, you have to spend with the children, but to interact with the children. I should take care of them, and always don't forget, even when you are outside, you're a mother, so constantly you have touching with your children. So this will really make you happy and your children happy too.
It was very nice to hear, ma'am. The next question is from Shiny. The question is, infertility still remains a phenomenon, a stigma that occurs only in women. The society is not accepting the fact that male can also be infertile. Many more social stigmas about infertility prevails in our society. What are your views and ideas in improving the awareness about infertility and its treatment, ma'am?
So it's a really very good question, and I have to say that the incidence of infertility is more nowadays, and unnecessarily I'm not blaming anybody, but unnecessarily now the marriages are postponed, citing their profession, citing their promotion. Actually, you have to get married at an appropriate age, and you have to be the pregnancy should be very safe. And infertility, particularly because of our food habits, our life pattern, lifestyle, and it is very correctly said that even this era, in this scientific era, most of the families don't accept there is male infertility. They always cite the women as the cause of infertility. But nowadays, during in the educated population, both of them come and both of them get investigated. And I should appreciate previously and all, it will be very difficult to convince the husband to get the investigations done. But now both of them undergo investigations, and what all the problems they face, they want it get to be rectified at the earliest. And so this type of that there is really a change in the mental attitude of the couples at present. I have seen, I have noticed. But infertility, I should say, you have to be very patient. And investigation of infertility, as you all know, after 1 year when they live together, it should be started. And their mindset is very important. Their mental happiness is very important. And then relaxation is also very important. Why this infertility is very prevalent nowadays? All are very particular about their profession than life. All are very particular about their career than the family life, and they face more tension during their career in their office structure, but they fail to relax in their house. So be happy. So infertility can be overcome with our. It is said that high percentage of infertility are without any physical abnormality. So this can be overcome with our mental happiness, and whatever may be the cause, if you feel early, investigate early, and if at all any correction should be done, carry out at the earliest stage, so that this infertility can overcome, and you can become a mother with a happy child. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. The last question for the day is from Kaushuma. The question is, postpartum depression is becoming a major problem now among the postpartum mothers, even leading to death. Any tips to prevent it? Can postpartum counseling be given, or any remedies or yoga which can be given for this postpartum depression, ma'am?
Nowadays, not only during the postpartum stage, the depression is more prevalent among the mothers. When they become pregnant, they fear that how I'm going to bear this 10 months pregnancy. Depression, I find depression even in the pre-pregnant state, pregnant state, and postpartum state also. The postpartum psychosis is very prevalent, and particularly the incidents are in rise now. So first of all, they should be confident about their pregnancy, and they should be confident about the post-pregnancy state and the postpartum period. And first of all, they should be aware of the postpartum period. What will happen if a non-medical person, they should know how long the bleeding will be there, and how long it will take for the uterus to involute, and how long we have to breastfeed, and what all the problems, normal problems they face during the postpartum period. And in prevention of the postpartum psychosis, the family takes a very important role. The family should actually protect the mother. Psychologically, she should be protected. So it is in the motherhood should be protected by the mother as well as by the mother-in-law. So they should support the mother, because recently she would have delivered, and she will have so many questions in her mind: how to bring up the child, what all the some of the problems she faced. She won't be able to know whether it is physiological changeover or it is abnormal only with her body. So all these things should be supported. And a good nowadays so many books have come to actually to highlight the problems, so that so that they read the books. Nowadays a good number of books I have seen for the pregnancy postpartum period, scientifically very simply elaborated. So we can they can read such books, and they can have some suggestions, advice from the elders, and a great support from the society and the family will prevent this type of psychosis. And I feel that women should be always happy. They should ignore the psychological problems and the physical problems, and they should have a happy mindset to overcome all these problems. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am, for patiently answering all our questions and inspiring and enlightening us with your great words. I now request our fantabulous and beloved Dr. K.M. Abhilasan, sir, the chairman of the Indian Medical Association, Junior Doctors Network, and chairperson of the Indian Medical Association, Medical Students Network, Tamil Nadu, who has been a constant support, backbone, and organized today's event to deliver the oath of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, respected Madam, Dr. Srimati Tamilsai Soundararajan, Honourable Governor of Telangana, and Honourable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, National President, Professor Dr. J. Jayalal, Honorary Secretary General Dr. J.S. Lile, IMA Tamil Nadu State President Dr. Ramakrishnan, Secretary Dr. Ravi Kumar, our National Vice President Dr. C.N. Raja, and all our past president and colleagues in IMA, JDN, and IMA MSN. It is an honor for me to give a vote of thanks to such a distinguished gathering on the eve of celebration of Safe Motherhood Week under the wing of IMA, MSN, JDN, IMA Tamil Nadu State Branch. It has been our long dream, Madam, and dream for all the medical students of Tamil Nadu State to have an interactive program with you, and that has been fulfilled today. So my special thanks to you, Madam Dr. Srimati Tamilsai Soundararajan, Honourable Governor of Telangana, and Honourable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, for having taken time out of your busy schedule, Madam, to grace the event. Your inspiring words would linger on our memories for a long, long time. In your address, we have noticed your great concern for the pregnant woman, particularly during COVID pandemic time, and also the all-round health of pregnant women in our country. Madam, I assure you, when we can see large number of girls studying medicine nowadays, there will be a huge force of physicians will be available every nook and corner of our country, and the maternal mortality will soon be very much less in our time itself, Madam. So I think all our medical students will take a pledge to work for reduction of maternal mortality rate in our country from this day onwards. I thank our National President, Professor Dr. J. Jayalal, for launching this historical Safe Motherhood Week on the eve of Doctor's Day, and also giving his inaugural address in today's event. And also I thank our Honorary Secretary General Dr. J.S. Lile for having participated in our event. I thank our IMA Tamil Nadu State President Dr. Ramakrishnan for introducing our chief guest, and Dr. Ravi Kumar also is the Secretary of IMA Tamil Nadu State Branch for participating. And also I thank Dr. N.R. Tyagarajan for participation in this event. I have a special thank to Dr. C.N. Raja, my colleague and my brother in Erode town, for putting special efforts in communicating to Governor's office and arranging this great event. Thank you very much, Dr. Raja. And I also thank Dr. C. Jitan Kumar, who is the chairman of IMA MSN national level, for participating event. I express my sincere gratitude to all the leaders of IMA all the office bearers of IME, and all the students particularly who have joined in a great number today, and almost reaching to 1,000, and all would have definitely benefited from the important words of wisdom from our chief guest. I thank one and all from my bottom of heart for such a great event happening in our country. Thank you one and all. Thank you, madam. Jai Hind, Jai IMA.
Thank you so much, sir. We have now come to the end of the program, and I request everyone to raise to the national anthem. Ravi, national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Kindly be seated. Thank you so much, everyone, for your presence and gracing the occasion. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I think we had a very good, wonderful, interactive session, and you have nicely compared everything and made it as a very wonderful, memorable occasion. I should specially thank our chairman Abulasan for motivating this idea.
Thank you.
I think we have our special appearance, the inaugural address by our national president and the state president and all the national secretary, state secretary. Abul, it's a very wonderful evening, Abul.
Thank you, one and all. Thank you, one. Sandoshini, you have done a good job, Sandoshini. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity, sir.
Thank
Without
you.
you, it wouldn't have not been possible.
Thank
sir.
you, Manigandan.
Manigandan.
Raja, thank you. Abul, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Great program. Thank you.